Hello and welcome. In this quick video I will show you the best and most easy ways to collect these 3 artifacts. These are the ones that you need for summoning the Toads boss, or better known as the Cyclops boss. And I will have timestamps for all of these 3 in the pinned comments down below. Starting it off with artifact of the pack. For this we are going to use a Giga. It can be a fairly basic one and you will see why in just a moment. A Gacha is also an option, or even a Pyramane, but since not everyone has that, we are going to use a Giga. So the starting point for this would be at roughly 68 LEDs, 63 longitude, and this is the start of the cave. So let's get started. So inside this cave it actually is quite hot, so be sure to bring some med brews and canteens. And in case you are wondering, this is on single player, however I am using official server difficulty, so all the tames would be the same level as officials. So as you can see, we have a lot of tames here, but as long as you do not step on anything, they should not attack you. So this is why you would want to bring a Giga or a Gacha. So as you can see, we just stepped on a bed, but we can just ignore this for now. So once you are here and you see the purple crystals, you want to go towards here. And as a bonus, I will also include all the drop locations. And spoiler alert, they are very good. So you really want to farm this cave as well for loot drops. So if you get close, the Thai is still aggro on you, but as long as we can, we will ignore that. So at this bridge, if we go a little bit further, where we are right now, there can be a loot drop spawning. So you definitely want to check that out once you have the opportunity. So we will just continue along this bridge right here. And a little bit further there will be another drop. I will mention this when we are there. So this is by far the best way to do it, since you do not have to attack too many tames. And right in this corner there can be another loot drop. And as I've seen the loot even on officials, you can actually get a lot of, max armors, 124, 298 weapons, I believe even pump shotguns. So you really want to farm these drops. So in the distance you can see some more tames. Same thing, we are going to ignore these. No need to fight really. So just go left from this location, and right here there can be another drop. So check those out, but I'm pretty unlucky with my cave. I think it's a single player thing, that they do not always spawn properly. I'm just going to cut out the stamina again. Okay, moving on. So you might have to fight these bats, but I think we can just ignore them. No need to really. But we're probably going to have to fight this, so might as well. We cannot ignore this X. So again, you can do this with a Rex. Look at the levels, 290. So this is basically tech cave levels. They can be quite high. But then again, you can use a fairly basic Giga if you want. Mine is only 170. And I do have a video about where to find Gigas. You might want to check that out. So at this point, we are just going to walk past. So to our left you will see a lot of lava. We are just going to continue along this way. And as you can see, there's even pyromanes here. So you might want to top up your health and maybe even water. But this is kind of the main reason why you want to bring a Giga, right? You do not have to deal with too much of the aggressive dinos. So even if you have a low level Giga, you know, level 50, you should be technically alright. Especially if you have a decent saddle. So we are getting very close to the artifact right now. So past these purple crystals. If only you could still level movement speed, that would be very nice, but unfortunately we have to do it this way. Okay, moving on, regain stamina, let's go. So as you can see, whenever you see these pillars a little bit further, you have the artifact. And I will show you the exact location in just a moment. So as you can see, the artifact of the pack. And location for this is at 62.4, 62.3. Now, just simply retrace back your steps, otherwise the video would be way too long. Hello and welcome. We currently are in front of the Labyrinth Cave. So this is where you can find the artifact of the Devourer, and this is how it looks. And I will show you the map in just a moment. So this cave can be quite confusing, but I will show you a trick on how we can easily get and find the artifact. So we are located at roughly 22 lat, 43 longitude. What you need for this is quite basic. If we take a look in our inventory, just some flak and a weapon. We will use a pump shotgun. Let's get started. So this cave can be quite dark as well, which you will see in just a moment. So for this you can use a flashlight attachment. And the tames in this cave are usually quite low level, as you can see. You know, they are not crazy high levels. So it ain't much of a big deal. Okay, moving on from here. Alternatively, what you can do is, instead of using a flashlight, you can use a console command, which you can use on most servers. Gamma 3, this will make it more visible, so the screen is not that dark. And be careful for some fall damage here. So as you can see, there are some Arthropolaras here, so if you see them, just kill those first, because they can break your armor. Moving on from here, you just want to take a left. It is pretty straightforward. Take another left. And as you can see, it is quite easy. They are all low levels and I am using official server difficulty. You know, so this is exactly the same difficulty as on official servers. Now at this point you will see this little puzzle here. You can do this on foot, but if you have grapples you can just simply skip this. If you fall down here there will be bats spawning, so keep that in mind. But you can go up here and retry when needed. Then take another left, and there can also be a drop here, by the way. So you just want to keep hugging the wall to the left side basically. And we are already getting very close to the artifact. Moving on from here. take another left, and as you can see, we already have the artifact in the distance, so I will just skip this fight. Also, pro tip, one thing I forgot to mention is be sure to bring some stim berries, because as you can see, we are getting torpor. This will mitigate the torpor, you know, so you do not fall asleep. Okay, let's get the artifact. There we go, artifact of the Devourer. The exact location for this would be at 2343. Now, to easily find the exit, what you want to do is you want to take the first route. It honestly is pretty straightforward to find the exit, so I will just speed this up a little bit. If you remembered correctly, we basically took every single left, so to find the exit, what you need to do is take every single right. As long as you do this, you will find the exit very easily. Hello and welcome. In this quick video I will show you the best and most easy way to get the artifact of the boot. For this we are going to use a Basilo. It can be a pretty basic one, just level everything in healed and in melee. Of course, you're also going to need some scuba, and you also need this tame. You will see why in just a moment. So basically the fake Maywing. Now, we currently are in front of the cave, located at roughly 49 lat, 49 longitude. And for more visibility, you want to type in this code. Now, in the distance you can already see the cave. It is very noticeable, so let's get started. And for some extra visibility, type in this code. Gamma 4 is perfect because this cave is quite dark. So, this cave is honestly very weird, and you will see what I mean. If you never done this cave, it can be actually quite difficult to find the artifact, but I will show you a very easy to follow route. And as a bonus, I will also include all the loot drop locations. So once you are here, you want to swim to the top, just like so. Take off your flippers. And then we'll just quickly show you where to find a drop. So basically exactly here there can be a loot drop. So located at 4753. Okay, moving on from here. So just simply go back down again. And in case you probably noticed, I have increased the movement speed. Of course, you're going to be a bit slower. However, this will not affect the difficulty whatsoever. I just do this so I can, you know, waste less of your time, because obviously the bossy is a bit slow. However, it is a very strong tame and extremely easy to tame early, so this is why I recommend it. And in just a moment you will see something very weird, so be sure to not miss it, because this is extremely important. If you mess this up, you might lose your tame. So in just a moment you can see our Basilo, so it's named a very normal name. So you can see if you go a little bit further, you actually get stuck. This is some weird hidden wall, so you have to jump off. Right, so this is why we bring our different tame. So you might take some fall damage. Now just simply throw out your tame. And the coordinates for this is at 4856. So now we are going to continue with the Maywing. For some reason, there seems to be an invisible barrier. Luckily we can glide. But I'm guessing this will be fixed later. So just hug the wall to the left side. And you will see a little bit of lava right here. So once you reach the lava, there can be a loot drop exactly here. But in my world, there's nothing. Now, take a right. and you will see a pillar of some sort. Right? So same thing, it can be a loot drop right at this location, but it's a bit hard to control. Okay, so we are going to show the map right now at 4255.5. From here you want to go straight and take a left. We are getting very close to the artifact right now, by the way. And I like it better that we are actually swimming now again. So the difficulty might depend on your server. For some reason there are no aggressive dinos on mine. But I watched some videos, there are not many aggressive dinos here. Worst case you get some eels, some sharks, but overall quite easy cave if you know where to go. So at this point drop down again, and if you find this, there can be another drop again right here. Coordinates of the map. So now just simply enter this, and this is some sort of a puzzle. I don't know the exact formula, but you see 1, 3, whatever. So next to these statues there are supposed to be some things sticking out, but for some reason mine is glitched. But I will show you how to fix this. Okay, so if you have the same issue, as you can see, after relogging in the game it now shows a bunch of buttons. So if you have the same, just simply relog and hold. Just press everything. I don't think it really matters. So just press any of these buttons, and as you can see this will open a door. And as you can see, this is the artifact of the brute. Very nice. So this cave can be quite confusing. However, I will show you a trick on how you can easily find the exit, and very fast. Simply jump back on the main. Okay, so once you leave you want to hug the wall to the right side while swimming up. So far pretty straightforward. So go all the way up, hug the wall to the right side, and then you will see a hole. So just swim past the lava and continue going forward. From this point it is pretty straightforward. Simply hug the wall to the right side, keep moving forward, and you will find the exit.